This is Digital Marketing Fastlane. This podcast will show you how to build, launch, grow, and scale a widely successful online business. Listen to real conversations with proven practical strategies and success stories. You're going to learn how to generate more traffic, more sales, more profit, and customer lifetime value for your online store. Coming to you from the online marketing experts at Voy Media, here's your host, Kevin Urrutia.
Okay, so for today, we're going to be talking about, this is a question that we get a lot from business owners and brands that we work with. How can we get more conversions? And for a brand or a website, it could be many different things, but for most of the companies that we work with, it's usually purchases of the items or services that they have. So Eric is going to talk about one way that he has seen brands get more conversions.
First of all, the first and simplest one is just more traffic. So if your website is, your conversion rate on your website is at a certain amount, a certain percentage, just the more traffic you get, typically you have 100 people on your website, you convert at a 5%, you're going to get 5 conversions. But if you get 200 people to your site at 5%, it's going to be 10 conversions. So the more traffic, obviously the more conversions. And you know how you get more traffic, of course, buying more media, getting more people to your website. But if you're actually making ads, and you want to determine what ad is getting more traffic than the other, obviously count the page views, landing page views, but also the click-through rate. And you typically increase these metrics through creative testing. So trying different creatives, that's where the creative testing comes in. Just getting people to your site at a higher rate.
Yep, yeah, that's definitely one way, is improving the conversion from the current traffic that you're getting. And if you're doing Facebook ads, for example, that could be just improving your conversion rate from the ads that you have. And that sometimes can mean to just even new creatives. So another way that you can get more conversions is just improving your conversion rate on your website. And by that, we mean improving the product page images, improving the descriptions. One thing that we've noticed for most brands that we work with is the product descriptions that they had on their page were the ones when they just first started the business 2 years ago. They haven't gone back to update them. They haven't added new images. They haven't worked with a professional copywriter to actually make the copy make sense. Or at least when most brands we work with, you're describing the product in the way you understand it, and you might have a different knowledge of the product than somebody else outside your business. So you may want to go look at your reviews and see how other people are talking about your products, and then use that lingo on your product pages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and another way to increase your conversion rate is landing pages. So if you're doing the first step, like testing your creatives, you should take landing pages just as seriously. Let's say your creatives are a certain angle and your website is kind of a different angle. Maybe make a landing page that more matches the ads, so that people clicking the ads, they're expecting something, and the landing page will be what they're expecting, and hopefully it converts higher.
Yeah, landing pages is a great way to improve the conversion rate. Yeah, so like for some clients right now that we're working with, partners we're working with, is Halloween. So we have a lot of Halloween style creatives, and then also lead them to a Halloween style landing page. Mm-hmm. And we've seen this last year. We did this for some brands, and the conversion rate was much higher than just taking them to the generic product page, because it sort of keeps that whole congruency of Halloween themed. Yeah. Especially when you have a Halloween theme, also discount as well.
Yeah, and even just a basic one, if your ad is just advertising a specific product, and the landing page of the ad is like the home page of your website, and there's like 7 steps they have to get to just to get to the product you advertised, that's going to kill your conversion rate. So if you just make the landing page on that ad the actual product page that you're advertising, that's just another simple, or whatever, the collection you're advertising, that's a simple way to increase conversion rate. The fewer steps someone has to take on your website from seeing the first page to actually converting, that's usually the higher conversion rate.
Yep, exactly. That was a good example. Another way to sort of improve the conversions that you might want to get on your website is retargeting. This sounds obvious, but we're seeing a lot of people just don't do retargeting well. And this could be retargeting for bottom of the funnel. And when we mean bottom of the funnel, what we're describing is people that have added to cart, initiated checkout, and sort of maybe have added multiple products to their page. And this type of retargeting, if you're doing Facebook, it could be carousel ads, it could be user testimonials, or it could just be very simple, hey, did you forget to check out type of ads. And this is just another different type of way where you're just gonna some of these audiences might not have a huge bucket of people in them, but it's sort of it should be there just to remind people to keep on buying.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of clients we get, I mean, sometimes they're retargeting ads. They're just maybe people who went to the website in the last 30 days, and that's it. You can do so much more. You can do website visitors. You can do product page visitors. You can do people who added to cart but didn't buy. Exclusion audiences are really important in retargeting. So you're targeting very specific steps in the funnel. You communicate people differently at different steps of the funnel. Maybe someone who only viewed your page one time, they have a different relationship with your brand than someone who added to cart or even initiated checkout. And, they just need almost basically a reminder. So yeah, that's retargeting is something that is often overlooked. And another one that's often overlooked, just to get more conversions, it's similar to retargeting, but it can go beyond just paid advertising. It's just repeat business. People call it retention or loyalty, but basically people who already bought from you, they're the easiest people to sell to again. They're, it's as far down the funnel as you can get. You can reach them with email and other mediums too. You have a lot of their data already. Yeah, so that's something that a lot of businesses just completely neglect.
Yeah.
They might do a weekly newsletter or something, or monthly newsletter or something, but that's the extent of it. Even some bottom funnel campaigns we've seen, maybe people are including add to cart and initiate checkout or basically all different retargeting audiences in the same campaign, but they have CBO on and the purchaser one is not getting a lot of delivery. You want a whole separate campaign just for past purchasers. You should take them very seriously. They're the highest converting audiences typically. So yeah, definitely take that very seriously. If you're a one product store where people only buy the product once, you can do gift things or cross-sell them other parts of the product. I mean, if you go on Facebook, even look at an audience, people with close friends who have a birthday coming up in the next week. It's basically a 200 million person audience in the US. It's basically broad targeting. So that just tells you that there's a big group of people who you can at least try a gift angle creative. If someone who bought your product already, try to get them to buy one for a friend or a gift. Who knows? It's definitely worth trying. It's your best converting customer. Yeah, give that a shot.
Yep, that's a great one. Another great way to sort of get more conversions is going to be using post-purchase upsells. So when most people think about upsells, they think about upsells that are in the cart or in the checkout, which is like, hey, you purchased this, mattress. Here's also a pillow, right? That's a great upsell, and you should be doing those. But post-purchase upsells are upsells that you do after you check out with your credit card. And for this, for some stores like Shopify, you are going to need a special plugin, like Zipify pages or Zipify upsells. But how this works is, let's say someone buys the pillows, and then after you check out, you then have instead of the classic thank you page, hey, thank you for your order, we're excited to ship your product. What you get is a page that shows an offer, a one-time offer with like, let's say a 20% discount of that mattress that you could have purchased before. This really helps out with increasing your average order value and also just getting more conversions. And we've seen the uptake on these sort of post-purchase upsells to be anywhere between 10 to 20%, which is great revenue for your company. And it's just, what makes it super nice is that it's just one-click buy now, because that special app that or plugin that you used has a credit card stored securely, of course.
Yeah. And furthermore on that topic, I think there are even apps and things you can do, like if there's a lead time between their purchase and shipping, you could send them an email or even SMS. Some apps are growing in the SMS thing. You email them, hey, you want to add this for whatever 25% off. We'll add it to the order you just did before it ships, even if it's just the same day or even the day after they purchase. So that's another rabbit hole worth going down. It's technically more conversions if you count it as another conversion, or whatever, you get more. It's just another way to get more value out of the people who are you already sold them. They already love you, or at least compared to, they love you, but they're so far down your funnel that they purchased already. They're in that repeat business stage already.
Yep, exactly. Great thing. Anyways, another way to get more conversions is just through trust building. Like we always tell the brands we work with, a lot of them are new, a lot of them no customers ever heard of them, or if they have, it's just been very little. But so what you need to do is build trust with them, and that for some companies that just means giving away free items. So we have some brands that give away, free ebooks every week to show that, hey, look, we're committed to making this brand work, and we're constantly creating new content, and then they're sharing it with you. In different ways that we've done this for other brands is through email funnels, regular webinar funnels that sort of educate you on their product or service, and also other ones that we've done are just where people have live Q&As with the founders to talk about their products.
Mm-hmm. I think also just community building, like you have a Facebook group or just anything where you're just engaging with customers or even just people interested in the brand. That'll just get it. Just you're more salient in their minds. So if they do begin shopping again, they know, I'm very familiar with this brand in this niche, so I'm going to look there.
The most successful brands that we've worked with have a private group on Facebook, and this is great for you and your products because you can get great photos and great testimonials that you can add to your website, but as well, you can also use your group to pre-launch products and get pre-orders as well. So like I said, this is the way that you're going to build trust and people are going to love you because they're going to see your stuff all the time on Facebook. Yeah. So those are just some ways I think to get some more conversions. There's definitely a lot of things you could be doing, but like anything we tell brands is just to take time, implement them slowly, and that's it. Eric, any other questions or comments?
I just guess just from the top, quick summary. You want more traffic, and that's from a higher click-through rate, and that comes from testing creatives. You want a higher conversion rate on your website, which comes from just, conversion rate optimization, best practices, your product page, your website, your landing pages. You want to retarget every step of the funnel. You want to target repeat business as its own separate campaign and post-purchase upsells. That's another thing. And then trust building.
Yeah, those are some ways. Any questions or comments, just, message us on Facebook or even message us on Twitter at Voy Media.
All right. Thanks for listening. See you.
This week's episode of Digital Marketing Fastlane was brought to you by the performance marketing experts at Voy Media. Join us again next time as we'll be bringing you more tips, techniques, and know-how to make your online business the very best that it can be. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, we'd love to hear them on Twitter at Voy Media. Thank you.